Musa Yar'Adua, son of the late Nigerian president Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, married the love of his life, Mariam Ayuba Shaibu, in Abuja yesterday. The wedding fatia took place at the National Mosque in Abuja. The wedding was attended by several dignitaries, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribado. We had Titi Abubakar, among so many other dignitaries present. One thing I could not take away from the couple was how they kept whispering to each other. You can tell that they are lovebirds and they've pretty much been friends for a long time. And guys, another thing that caught my attention was the bevy of beauties at these events, especially the Yar'Adua children. They are so beautiful, so fine. So of course we have the former First Lady, Mrs. Yar'Adua, who was confused about where to sit. I mean, she had several people telling her, sit here, sit there. She was so confused. All these dignitaries, protocol wahala. And guys, you see, you can see she was just lost, like, what should I do? Where should I sit? She looks really good. So we have Mrs. Yar'Adua being led to her seat, surrounded by her daughters, her in-laws, leading her to the scene you saw before this particular scene. And boy, I am so impressed because she looks really good. She looks good. We hardly get to see her at public events, but when we do, it's usually a pleasure. That's the thing about most past first ladies. After their time in government, they tend to become a bit laid back and not really showing up at events that much. So we have Yar'Adua. Beside her in pink is the former first lady of, I think, KB or Jigawa. I'll find out before the end of this vlog. She is the daughter of the former president Musa Yar'Adua, who people believed is the best president we ever had. Can I call you Rose? So you cannot just help but love what the reception venue looked like. Guys, this is given heaven on earth. The reception, that is, it screamed luxury. My love. So here we have Musa and his gorgeous wife Miriam. You taught me everything you've given me. So here we have Lady Yar'Adua and her granddaughters. Hey God, beauty truly runs in this family. Look how gorgeous they are. So beautiful. So I'm pretty sure most of you have heard that former President Bubu don't meme and people are celebrating on Twitter. I don't even blame them. Myself, they celebrate my own. Oh, I am so happy that he don't meme. In fact, he tried 82. You know, even meme when we be once making meme. So, guys, this thing they talk about legacy, there are people that are saying, oh, you guys are mocking the bride, blah, blah, blah. If you want to be remembered very well, my dear, make sure you live a good life. If you don't live a good life, nobody is going to remember, nobody will have beautiful memories of you. So, whatever way you want to be remembered, I know that you really cannot please the world, you really cannot satisfy majority, you cannot satisfy everybody, but ensure that majority are happy and are proud of you. Because look at Musa Yar'Adua, he happens to be one of the best presidents we've ever had, if not the best. Unfortunately, his administration was kind of ruined by his failing health and all of that, but he was a super amazing person. Guys, let me just tell you this, he was an amazing person. I used to have a neighbor way back in Owerri. The man, Musa, the late Musa Yar'Adua was his classmate in ABU Zaria. They were in the same department. I think they studied, is it chemistry, or I think chemistry education or something. Do you know that years later, when this Musa Yar'Adua was the governor of Castina, this my neighbor's niece was posted to Castina for NYSC. And he reached out to this man as a governor, like got his number, called him, introduced himself. The man was so happy. And when the girl served in Castina, she served in Government House Castina. That was where she served. Then the man was a governor. After her service, the man pulled strings and she got a job in a telecommunications company. That's how much of an amazing person he is. He was a good man. And that's why when he passed, people were sad. People were not happy. People did not celebrate his demise. But you see, Boo Boo, do we talk of NSAS, the Twitter ban? Guys, I beg, make we leave matter focus on this better wedding. So, love me when I got nothing but my aching. It's wrong for you, baby. I'm going away. So here we have the couple having little conversations. When you see the guy, you can tell he is a really quiet person. Like, he looks really quiet. I love the girl's shoes, the blings on her outfits. We didn't get to know who, I don't think they told us who made her outfits. Maybe she ordered from abroad. You know, when it comes to fabrics, Northerners are bad like they bring in their A games when it comes to fabrics. Some people in your life. So the event was done and dusted at this point, but the photographer asked the bride and her friends to stay back for some lovely photos. And the good thing is that they had less creators and photographers around this area. You can tell the hall was almost empty. We keep this love in a photograph. So you just saw the bride's mom and the Yar'Adua's. Here we have the Yar'Adua's. Oh my God. Guys, take a look at the family. Look at their face cards. We have the married ladies and their husbands, the men and their wives. Super, super gorgeous ladies. We have Mrs. Titi Abubakar. We have Haja Bola Shagaya. Oh my God. These ladies remind me of the old good days. Hey guys, so chai. The days of Ovation, the days of BC Latino Show, the days of Agor. Can you remember those society magazines? Me personally would have been looking forward to seeing pictures, and I would stay up at night watching NTA News to catch up with the wedding. Thanks to social media, now we get to experience these events even live, that we don't even bother with society magazines. I'm pretty sure some of our parents still do, because not everyone is, social media, will I say, literate. One of my favorite things about Arewa weddings is the number of friends that show up for the couple. And trust me, these are not hired friends. If you pick any of these ladies or men and ask them about the couple, they will answer accurately. Northerners know how to nurture friendship. When it comes to friendship, Northerners are up there. I spent part of my formative years in the north. I did just like from primary 1 to 3 or 4. Do you know that up till now I get messages randomly from on Facebook saying, hey, are you so person that schooled in so school, Plateau State? Oh my god, it's usually so funny, guys, to be very honest, because I'm like, how? Even some of my mates that I met in the east, they don't send me, they don't remember me. But look at, like, I appreciate Northerners when it comes to friendship. No, they are up there. If not for the insecurity in the north, I planned to do my master's and PhD in University of Maiduguri and Bayero University respectively. But then, it is what it is. But one thing I have to tell you is that Northerners are amazing. You just saw the bride being led out of her parents' home, and here the bride has arrived. The home, her new home, that's the home of her husband. You can see her being welcomed by the groom's mother. And of course, this is the moment she was led right into the house. Northerners have a beautiful culture, and like I said earlier, when it comes to friendship, you should experience northern friendship. It's genuine. Sometimes it's you even notice that you don't even have to be in the same social class or financial class with them to be friends with them. Do you know that it was after we left the north and that I started, like, it was so strange to me that people valued people based on what they had. Like, it was such a culture shock, because growing up in the north, I didn't experience that. It was all about humanity first, but then what car are you driving? Your neighbors are not like, honestly, forget, if not for this insecurity issue, and then maybe the fanatic Muslims. To be very honest, Northerners are the sweetest people. The sweetest people, and I am not even kidding you guys.
You are crying, baby. Has mommy ever told you that? You cried all day. Now you are now a man. And Mariam, these are the number of children we are going to have for us. Maybe, no, I think about 7. Maybe you start with twins. Then you are going to have a very peaceful home. And God subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be with you. Nobody will ever come between the two of you. And you know, it's his father's junior. As the father loves the mother, that is how Musa is going to love you. So, Musa, I put your hand on the knife. Musa, you shall be the head of your family. You will never be the tail. Mariam, you are married today and you are married forever. Mariam, put your hand on Musa's hand, and the love that joins both of you. We are going to spread the word love, and at the cut of it, at the count of love, then you cut this beautiful edifice.
Okay, I'm going back.
And
Victor, clear everywhere.
Oh,
just go down. You won't take it short. Please just go down. Yes. Take.
And E.
Assalamu alaikum.
I have a fun fact of how Musa Yar'Adua became the governor of Katsina State. Are you ready to listen, or you are tired of my gist? So the former president had an elder brother who died in prison. So let me give you guys the gist. So Sheikh Musa Yar'Adua died on the 8th of December 1997. He was 54 years old. He died in Abakaliki prison. He was arrested alongside General Obasanjo in 1995 because they were accused of planning a coup to overthrow the Abacha government, and he fell ill. Well, he was sentenced to death. As it is, that's the price, or rather I don't know, would I say the consequence of planning a coup. So he, like I said, he was sentenced to death, but it was later changed to life imprisonment for allegedly plotting a coup against the Sani Abacha regime. However, his death occurred while he was in detention. Specifically, he was arrested in March 1995 with General Obasanjo and others and was sentenced to death. Like I said earlier, the death sentence later commuted to life imprisonment. He reportedly fell into coma in prison in Abakaliki before being transferred to Enugu, where he ultimately died. His demise sparked widespread discontent and allegations of government negligence and complicity in his spy. So, like I said, when after Abacha died, all those that were locked up were released, and then, and to compensate the Yar'Adua family, his brother was asked to run for governor, and he won the election. Outside that, guys, when it was time for Obasanjo to, leave after 8 years, he also put in the late Musa Yar'Adua to run for president, and he won. He was such a good man. And the Yar'Adua family are highly respected people because they're pretty much descent out of drama and all of that. Guys, this wedding might have a part two. For now, I think I've said a lot, and I didn't want this vlog to get to this point. So we have the event MC and the grandson of Shagari. His name is also Shagari. He is single, and I don't know if he's ready to mingle, but he's so hot. And fun fact, this MC anchored, I think, his siblings' wedding. So they are kind of really good friends. The MC is an Igbo guy, but when it comes to Arewa weddings, he gets to host a lot of elite Arewa weddings. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section. Bye bye. We may get a part two, we may not. It depends on how many views this gets. If I get up to 10k views in 24 hours, you get a part two.